Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to make some cinnamon rolls, and I put in my 2.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. I had some pre-shredded and I shredded some, and then 2 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to put this in the microwave and melt this. Okay, y'all, I did a 1/2 cup of coconut flour and a 1/4 cup of stevia in my bowl, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the dry ingredients. For 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and mine's aluminum free, just so you know, and I need 2 hands for this. Alright, I went ahead and put the 3 eggs in, the 2 tablespoons of butter, and the 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to mix this together. I stirred up the coconut flour, the sweetener, which is the Splenda, and then the baking powder. So 1/2 cup of coconut flour, 1/4 cup of Splenda, or not Splenda, stevia, and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Alright, now I have got this melted in the microwave. That was the cream cheese and the mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and put the flour mixture in there, and then also the egg and butter mixture all mixed together. Alright, y'all, your mixture is going to be sticky and wet, it says. I'm going to put it on the wax paper and roll it out into a rectangle. Okay, y'all, I found it easier to just put another piece of wax paper over it and just press it down. And that's how it came out. Alright, y'all, I'm doing the filling. I went ahead and spread the 3 tablespoons of butter on the dough. And then in here it said 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, but I love cinnamon, so I just added whatever I felt like adding. And then I did a 1/4 cup of the Truvia brown sugar blend. I'm going to mix this all together and then spread it on top. Okay, I have it pretty well mixed. I'm going to go ahead and spread it out, and I'll just talk to you while I'm trying to do this here. I remember as a kid, my mom used to make homemade cinnamon rolls. She made everything homemade because we were far from being rich or even middle class. We were pretty poor. Nothing wrong with that. My mama made do with what she had, and I love her for it. But she used to make some awesome homemade stuff. And cinnamon rolls was one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and spread the rest of this out. Okay, y'all, so you see here, and the dough's going to be sticky, so I'm just kind of folding this over as I roll it. I'm going to roll this into a log, and then I'm going to slice it into 1-inch thick pin rolls. It needs to be on 400 degrees. I'm doing this without getting my hands all nasty because the dough is moist. So I'm just taking it like this, and I'm just rolling it. And then I'll roll it one way, and then I pull the wax paper back, and then I'll do it again until I get to the very end. Want it to be so sticky, you could put a little bit of coconut flour on the bottom, which I was going to do and then I forgot, but it still works out. So now I'm going to slice this, and I'm going to put them all in this pan right here. Hey y'all, this is a first trial and error. I know it looks pretty sad. Let me get it in focus here, but I think if we would have refrigerated the dough, it doesn't say that on the recipe, but if I would have refrigerated it for about 10 minutes, it would have held together a little bit better, but it doesn't matter. I think it's going to all be good when it cooks up, and I could have actually used a little bit more just to fill this in. It said a 9 by 13, but we'll see how it turns out. I mean, it looks pretty messy at the moment, but we'll figure it out. Put it in the oven, and it says to bake it for like 14 to 16 minutes, just until they're lightly brown on top. Hey y'all, I'm making the icing for the top. I have 3 ounces of cream cheese in there. If I can get it to focus. There it goes. And then a 1/4 cup of this confections swerve. And then we have to put in 3 tablespoons of butter and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla Okay, y'all, I mixed all those ingredients up for the icing, and it reminds you of the icing that you get in those Pillsbury pop ones that you buy in the refrigerator section, and it smells wonderful. So I'm going to put that in the fridge while I am waiting on the cinnamon rolls to finish baking. Okay, y'all, I pulled them out of the oven. Either next time I'm going to increase the recipe, or I'm going to just use a smaller pan compared to what it's saying to use. I am going to let them cool for just a little bit, and then I'll put the icing on top. Now I'm going to frost one of these and try one. Bear with me, I don't have a tripod, remember. I don't know how good they're going to be. They smell good. They just look just okay. But like I said, if I increase my ingredients so I can make more to fill the pan, or just use a little bit smaller pan next time, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and frost all these. Okay, y'all, ignore the noise in the background. That is the dishwasher. I ended up having a lot of dishes because I was baking and doing all kinds of stuff. But so I went ahead and frosted all these. As you can see, there's a lot of ooey gooey goodness. Just letting it melt for a few minutes, and then I'll go ahead and do a taste test. Okay, y'all, I am going to go ahead and do a taste test of the cinnamon roll. It looks a little funky, but that's because I should have done a smaller pan or a bigger batch just to fluff them up better. But I'm going to give it a taste test. Frosting's pretty good. If you want it sweeter, you could just add a little bit more sweetener to it. Let me try it a little bit more. I'm trying to get some of the cinnamon. This piece doesn't have that much cinnamon in it. Okay, so they're pretty good. They remind you more of like they're not as fluffy as a regular, or soft as a regular cinnamon roll. They kind of remind you of a little bit of a biscuit texture almost. They're good though. I personally would add a little bit more sweetener to the roll itself, and then still a little bit more cinnamon, or at least on this piece. There might be more in the other pieces. This was an end piece, but and then a little bit more sweetener in the actual frosting. But other than that, it's really pretty good. These would be great like if you really wanted something as far as a treat in the morning with your coffee. You could go ahead and have one of these. And I got this recipe from lowcarbyum.com, and I'll put it below. There's 17 grams of fat, there's 3 net carbs, and 7 grams of protein. So not bad for a cinnamon roll. So go ahead and give this recipe a try, and modify it if you need to. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Thumbs up if you like it. Give it a whirl. Leave me a comment and tell me that you've tried the recipe. Don't forget to subscribe below, and I will work on some more videos for you as far as some keto-friendly recipes. But that's all for this recipe. I'm doing multiples in one day, multiple videos. So, but this will be a separate video. So don't forget to subscribe, like I said. But don't forget to live a simple, happy, healthy, tiny life. Bye, guys.